Hello, good morning, children. Welcome to today's session of online classes of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. Children, we are back with our chapter Basic Accounting Terms. So, today we will study some more accounting terms. In our previous class, we have studied 27 accounting terms. I hope you have studied these terms and now you know what all these terms are related to in accounting. Moving further, let us see what is the 28th term related to accounting. 28th term is depreciation. Depreciation is a fall in the value of an asset. You know what are the different assets which is held by a company. It may be a furniture, it may be a vehicle, it may be building, it may be machinery. So if the value of that machinery falls down because of usage or with passage of time or because of some accidents, then it is known as depreciation. Children, you know that when we purchase a car and suppose that car cost us 5 lakh, and after 6 months if we are going to sell that car, we will get would we get the same value for what we have purchased that car for? That is, we have purchased that car for 5 lakh. We will get 5 lakh for when we are going to sell that machinery after 6 months? No, because we are using that machinery for 6 months, isn't it? So that value will get reduced because of our usage. So that reduced value is known as depreciation. So depreciation is a fall in the value of asset, and the reason for that may be usage or with passage of time or accidents. The next term which we have to study is the cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold is a direct cost of goods or services sold. So the goods or services which we are going to sold out in the market, for producing that, some direct costs have been involved. So cost of goods sold is those direct costs which have been incurred for selling these goods or services. Now, what is bad debts? It is the amount owed to the business that is written off because it has become irrecoverable. So we know that when we go for some credit sales, so when we sell the goods on credit, the debtors are supposed to give us money. But that part of money which is irrecoverable, which we will not get back, okay, so that irrecoverable amount is known as bad debts. It is the loss for the business. It is thus debited to the profit and loss account. So this is loss for a business because we have sold the goods on credit basis thinking that we will get that money in future, but that debtor have not paid the money for that credit sales, and that money had to went for irrecoverable. That term is known as, that is irrecoverable amount is known as bad debts. Now the next term is insolvent. Insolvent is a person or enterprise which is not in a position to pay its debt. So if a person is unable to pay his debt, that person is known as insolvent. So he have taken so many liabilities, but he is unable to pay those liabilities or debt. So he will be named as insolvent. It may be a person or sometimes an enterprise also. So if you know what is insolvent, you must know what is solvent also. So if a person or enterprise who is in the position to pay his debt, that person is known as solvent person. Now what is book value? This is the amount at which an item appears in the books of account or financial statements. So when you record the items in the books of accounts or financial statement, that amount is known as book value. Okay, so each and every item, when they are recorded in the books of accounts for that amount, for some amount, that amount is known as that assets or that item's book value. Then balance sheet. It is the statement of financial position of an individual or enterprise at the given date, which exhibits its assets, liability, capital, reserves and other account balance at their respective book value. So balance sheet is the statement of financial position. So we can come to know the position of the business or an individual at a given date. And this balance sheet also shows the assets, liability, capital and reserve of that company at their respective book value. Next term is entity. An entity means an economic unit which perform economic activities. So it can be a company, it may be a firm. So those units, economic units which do some economic activities is known as entity. A business entity means an enterprise established in accordance with law to engage in business activity. So we have a business entity also. The business entity means what? Those enterprise which are engaged in business activity, which perform the business activity. 36th term is debit. An account has two parts, that is debit and credit. The left side is the debit side while the right side is the credit side. If the account is to be debited, then the entry is posted to the debit side of the account. Debit is derived from an Italian word debito. Children, when we solve the problems, we will have to prepare an account. While preparing an account, we have to show it in two parts, that is debit side and credit side. Debit side is shown in the left hand side and credit side is shown on the right hand side. For showing the items on the debit side and credit side, we should learn the rules of debiting and crediting. That we will study in the coming chapters. So at that time this concept will be very clear to you. Next is the credit. It is the right side of an account. If an account is to be credited, then the entry is posted to the credit side of the account. It is derived from the Italian word credito. So we have come to an end of today's topic as well as end of this chapter, terms of accounting. In total there are 37 terms we have studied in this chapter. As our chapter proceeds, these terms will be familiar to you because we will be regularly using these terms now. So you have to go through these terms once again, read it, understand it and learn it. Attend the test paper attached along with this session, which is related to today's topic. Meet you in the next class with the new chapter. So till then, goodbye. Take care.